Oh, hello.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back in town.
And this time, the stream is being run professionally, and presumably they can hear us.
Jamie, I don't know
my
what your
song.
settings were, but why was it so quiet? Like, the stream was... It was made for mice.
I just like peace and quiet, and that's why I DM. So,
What?
really alive.
You play with the loudest people.
Yeah, first, I don't think we can, like, start without bathing in the presence of our betters and world champions. Congratulations, I include. For those of you who haven't seen their performance and their costumes, they are amazing. Well done. We're very happy to have you back.
Yeah, we dress up as well as pretend to be fake people. We do it acting and in clothes. And yeah.
And
We do
crucially,
everything we can
you win.
to not be in the real world.
True. Ultimate live action escapism.
Yes.
Congratulations, world champions. I'm so
Yes.
proud of you guys.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
We,
Also, Gofish just said, why is there a picture of Eski next to us?
Wow.
Kind of true.
Oh, I see what you've done there.
I mean, you
thank
you picked that one. You were like, I want to be that one. So clearly you had
I don't
identified with him.
I don't think I don't. I like it.
That was cool, yeah.
Earlier, so asked me why Eski was a ball of snot. So.
So before we jump into things, I believe we have quite a few announcements, including our upcoming starting of our new campaign, but I will throw over to Erin.
Hello, everyone. So we've got an exciting announcement, which you might have noticed from some social posts today, and also a little bit in the overlay down there. We have our very first sponsor. Woo! We are being sponsored today by Harps Corp Gaming Accessories. We met them at MegaCon a couple of weeks ago, and they're absolutely lovely people. They are a small family-run business where they make TTRPG accessories. Everything is handcrafted out of like wood and resin. They do loads of like making of videos on their TikTok. It's super cool seeing like everything just made bit by bit. Oh, and there was a cat. And today they have sent us these really cool mystery hero packs. So we're gonna be opening these up and using them in today's session. So yeah, thank you very much. The mystery hero packs, they have a bunch of cool things inside, which you'll see very shortly, including a random wooden miniature, a wooden pin for your class, a random set of matching dice, and also a blank stat card that has space for you to like put in your character information if you're playing a one-shot, and also some information about flaws, traits, and bonds, and a handy magic item to get started with. So thank you very much, Harps Corp. Really appreciate it. And also, if you guys are interested in getting anything from Harps Corp, they have kindly provided a discount code for us. You can use the code Boyband in their shop to get 10% off anything in their store. And they have a bunch of really cool stuff, so you should go check it out. Their website is www.harpscorp.com. And I think the overlay will change to that information in just a second. So, no, okay, it's on a random loop. Never mind. It'll come up at some point.
At some point, you'll say, "Thank you, Harps Corp. We love it." I'm excited to open that.
Me too. But yeah. What other updates do you have, Mr. Jamie?
That's mainly it. We are going to be posting some announcements in the Discord to do with kind of community challenges and potentially playing with us, but we will get that all sorted out fairly soon. We are beginning our new campaign next week, so please tune in. We'll be releasing some content around the world. Erin has done a great job with some videos, and hopefully they will explain it much better than I can with some graphics, because it doesn't seem to work. That's everything from me. Anything from anybody else?
We're starting a campaign 2 next week, you guys. I can't believe it's finally here. What the hell?
We started posting the new characters, and art is done by the very, very talented Han Limbon. So she's done like a cracking job with all of them. They look super cool. I can't believe we're
Her
playing
artwork
Han
is
Limbon.
so pretty. I discovered her for the first time when Clued and Sai purchased a commission from her earlier last year for my birthday, of Hayden. That sometimes kind of comes up on the fan art break. You guys might have seen it before. It's where he's standing and like Kari's behind him, and I was like, guys, we have to commission her to draw all of our characters for next campaign. She's so incredible. So she very kindly agreed. So yeah, really excited to show you those, all of them over the next week. Clued's been doing awesome.
Post
wonderful
another
stuff.
one in the break. Probably.
Damn.
Stream depends how multitasky I am.
Keep an eye on that Twitter then, I guess. Cool. All right. What else?
We also have a separate artist for some of the bad guys, which you will all hopefully
Ooh.
wait and see. I believe there is a one, well, and Clued, who obviously does a lot of the work, has done an awesome wanted poster, which will be released in time as well. So we'll kick off. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends all like to be D&D pretty boys, because apparently it's not fantasy unless everybody's hot. We're back after a long trip away.
We're hot mushrooms
Uh,
today. Sauteed, perhaps.
Ben's a hot mushroom. Yeah.
Right,
True, he's actually on fire.
Well, this are a series of one-shots we're doing to expand kind of the lore and give everybody a hint or a taste of the world I've created, and also allow the team to show their characters' backstory a little bit without necessarily giving too much away, and also not necessarily having the characters be part of it. So of the ones we've done so far, some of the characters may have been featured, mentioned, or even played, but haven't actually, we haven't revealed. Sometimes it's quite obvious who that backstory is related to, but it should give you some indication of what the campaign's like moving forward, and allow backstory to not be this complete secret. It can be interacted with a little bit earlier. That's the plan, at least, and I hope you enjoy it. Today, as you can see, we are all playing mushroom Myconids for the purpose of this. So joining me today, sorry, I'm Dungeon Master Jamie, and joining me today are the Spice Boys. First of all, let me introduce Clued as Fufu.
I'm feeling extra spicy today.
Ben as Igni.
Oh, hi.
Erin as Polly.
Hello. Ooh, ooh.
Rumu as Eski.
Hello.
Luke as Goink.
Gang. Strong woman. Ice cream so good.
Oh no!
Absolutely not.
I didn't do my secret voice. I forgot.
Like and subscribe.
Just don't get us banned, Luke. And Kai as
Deserved.
Rumpel.
You maybe hear like the tiniest sound, like maybe a whisper, but you're not sure if you imagined it.
So, there's no recap, except eventually we will be uploading the VODs. Please go check them out if you want some info about the world. And again, we'll be releasing as much as we can on our Discord. I believe we have some revealings to do, Erin,
Yes.
before we start the session.
So we all get to open up our Mystery Hero packs now and figure out who our characters are going to be for today's session. So, Clue, do you want to do the honors?
Oh, okay.
Show us what you got.
Okay. Oh man, my nail can't get in. Okay, here we go. All my nails came off in Japan, guys, while I was making costumes.
Oh no.
Okay, we got a class pin. Wait, okay, is it gonna get blurred? Look him.
Is that
He's a little pin.
sorcerer?
Hell yeah, that's like little. It's giving me wild magic. It's like.
Very nice.
So they're really cute. They're like these laser cut little guys, and they have pins, so I can show my thing. Right. we have a whole bunch of Oh, they're nice. I like these. They're like these little blue and white guys, which actually kind of match my mushroom. No.
That's what they do,
That's
yeah.
exciting. And look at this little boy. This little boy.
That's so
Oh,
cute. Is he
I
a
love
tiefling?
him. He's definitely a mood. Look at his face. That's the energy I aspire to. and we got the thingy. Wait, I don't, have I just misplaced all my rolls and things? Oh, here we go. Okay, we have a big pamphlet, right? And my ideal aspiration, I work hard to be the best there is at my craft. It's kind of giving Russian, no? And I pursue wealth to secure someone's love. Oh man, get help.
Yo.
And my flaw is I'm horribly jealous of anyone who outshines my handiwork. Everywhere I go, I'm surrounded by rivals.
Wow. It's appropriate.
I feel like it kind of matches Fufu's expression. So
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, okay, no, I have it.
nice. Who wants to go next?
I'm surrounded by rivals.
Can I just say fufu is also the name of a really delicious West African dish?
It is not fufu, it is fufu.
Fufu.
You've been
Fufu.
fooled.
Ben, do you want to go next?
Oh my god, I sure do.
Wow.
Here is my grand opening, and I've got a. So. Ooh, I get my pin first. Anyone care to guess what I am? Let's see if
Paladin.
Rogue.
Warlock.
Someone want to help me out?
A peasant?
What is that?
That's warlock via. Oh, monk.
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 Ah,
Oh, amazing.
balance, yin yang.
Okay. And the monk is human.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Ooh. Okay. And then now for the really important part is the dice. Oh my god! So on theme. Look.
Oh, they're red. No way.
Damn, fiery little boy.
Fiery little boys.
Fiery little boy.
Do a quick little test roll. I got a 5, so they're going in the bin.
Oh, that's a good point. No, but you want to
Um,
get the bad luck out first.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's do 3. That's an 18, so that's one good roll down, and another 5. Okay. So and my ideal. I have idle crest boots. I will let you ponder what the magic effect of that might be. I work hard to be the best there is at my crafts. I pursue wealth to secure someone's love.
We're the same. We're rivals, dude.
And I'm horribly jealous of anyone who outshines my handiwork.
We're
Everywhere I go,
rivals.
I'm surrounded by rivals. Looking at the lady in the beautiful white dress up there. Fufu, I'm coming for you.
I knew we had
Oh my
beef
god,
now.
that's so funny.
I didn't say my magical item, but it's a soul-bound ring.
Ooh. Go and get married.
And thank you very much to Harpsichord. These are gorgeous, and I will definitely make sure to turn this non-PvP game into a PvP game.
Oh god. I'm gonna go next, really quick. So, god, these are hard to open though, I have to say. Trying to get into it. Alright, so, I have got... Oh, cute! I think this is like a, like those water folk. Do you guys remember what they're called? They've got like little fins on the side of their head.
Oh, shit.
I
what
think
is
that
this
could also
called?
be tiefling.
Alright.
Possibly.
Sahagin, they could be little horns.
The, you know, like the fish people?
Sahagins.
Yeah, Sahagins. And I'm a paladin. So,
Nice.
Sai, I'm
What do
coming
you
for your
mean
class.
You're a
Stones.
fucking paladin.
Stolen Sahagins.
Oh my god. This
How dare you?
these dice are like gunmetal with like blood splatters on them.
Wow.
Dude, Polly is like a secret like
I think you got sent my one.
yeah, I know.
It's definitely very psychotic.
And let's see what I've got. So my magical item is a windbound emerald necklace, which allows me to cast Gust of Wind once per day. And my ideal is people.
Spoilers.
I'm loyal to my friends and not to any ideals, and everyone else can take a trip down the sticks for all I care. My bond is I would do anything for the other members of my old troop, and my flaw is I turn tail and run when things go bad.
Wow, that feels like it suits little Polly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. She doesn't seem she sticks around, you know.
I know. Eski, you want to go next?
Mine haven't come, I'm afraid.
Oh
You'll have to skip me.
no! Oh
Yeah.
no! I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, well,
There's one at
Well,
least
that
on
will
my post.
define your next campaign character.
That's okay.
So
I'll completely
bad.
rewrite my character when they do arrive.
Luke, you want to go next then? I'll hook you up with one, Esky. Don't worry.
That's alright, I'm sure I'll arrive just late. It's all good.
All right, Luke, what have you got?
Ooh, the build-up.
It is time, Simba. All right, so I'm actually just like vibes in the package to begin with. Also, this is gonna do a bit of ASMR for you guys as well. You hear a little bit of that on the left ear, on the right ear. Let's rip this bad boy open. See what's going on inside.
Oh, yeah.
Get that fresh package smell. Let's see what we got. And it's sealed. Very sealed. Mmm.
Mm.
What does it smell like?
It smells like DT.
It does smell like design and technology, of which this would be the fruits. So I have a piece of papier, grey with yellow.
You're gonna do your papier first.
All right, let's do my papier. Let's mash it. Yo, bare things going on here. Yo, what's going on? All right. Okay, it's talking about dice sets, talking about screens, talking about the full range we've got going on. Smells incredible, of course.
The
Let's move
info you
on.
need's up here on the white bit.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, cool.
Pretty but what you need.
So, I believe this is my magical item, which is called Fortune's Favor.
Nice.
Do I read out what it does?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
This stunning necklace's gems seem to gleam with light so beautiful it distracts any who look at it. While attuned to this item, once per day, you may re-roll an attack roll. You must take the second result.
Nice.
Point.
Cool.
Slay.
Not bad.
Right, let's talk about my character. So obviously, I'm playing Goink, which is... How do we feel about the name Goink, guys?
I think Goink is a great name.
I think it's great.
I wish I'd come up with a name like Goink.
Goink
Kind
is
of
the- Goink is the
onomatopoeic,
name.
you know? I
It's
feel like
a
that's the
name.
noise he makes when he mooches around.
When he walks.
Yeah.
Goink.
I feel like when he bumps into things,
When he
like,
bumps
just makes a
into
little
things,
Goink.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like a boink. But anyway, so ideals. I too like people. I like seeing the smiles on people's faces. I perform. That's all that matters. Honor. I don't steal from others in the trade. Bond. I escape my life of poverty by robbing an important person, and I'm wanted for it. Fuck, you know. Floor. I'm quick to assume that someone is trying to cheat me. Damn. Yo, how's that working with people? Yo. All right, cool. That's
No
who
wonder
I be.
Got caught if you're goinking all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
Please don't say.
You know.
We're on
Goinking all over
Myconid.
the
Can a
place.
Myconid even steal from another Myconid? They can just like read each other's minds.
we're a peaceful commune, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't think they share everything. Like, what is
Well,
stealing?
we're
Alright.
not peaceful because me and I are dueling at dawn.
Let's hit up the dice. So I got a quite delicious composite color scheme here. So we're looking anything from an ultra kind of blue there,
Ooh.
kind of a translucence, transparence, a little transparence.
That's cool.
And then all the way to this kind of half-blood prince, which is kind of like blue through purple through gemmy.
Ooh.
So
pretty.
it's quite goinky, and then we go all the way to like this little tip of the iceberg here, and it flips. It's purely orange. So we got a full range of colors coming in there. Can't really display that very well. Let me just, there you go. There you go.
That's a really
There you
nice set. That's gorgeous.
That is a really nice set. That's my first set of dice. Can I get an emote or something in the chat?
Wait.
My first set of dice.
Wait.
I've
Yeah,
never
Luke,
Luke,
had
you've
a-
never had a set of dice before?
I've never had a
Because when we
set of
played
dice
in
before.
person, you just used mine.
Yes, that was
Gosh.
good.
Okay, well, we know what we're getting you for Christmas and birthdays now.
Just
All
more
right.
dice. Even more dice.
Wow.
All right, guys, hold your breath
Take
because
Luke's
it's
class
time.
virginity.
It is time to roll the d20.
Alright.
Ooh, is it lucky?
See how it goes. Is it lucky? We'll never. Yo, it's a natural 20.
You've used it. You've used it up.
No.
Oh no, you used your
No,
luck.
no,
You're
No,
done
I'm
for.
moving it.
You guys
Can you
gotta
see
make your mind
No,
up
no,
whether
no,
that's
no.
a good or a
Okay.
bad thing.
You're joking.
Oh,
You did not
You've been
roll a
betrayed.
20.
You've been betrayed in the
Oh
worst
my
way.
god.
I'm taking that.
That's amazing.
I just rolled mine and it was a 20.
Wait, okay, hold on. I want to roll mine now.
So it's just
Ah, I got a 1!
I got a 5.
Wait a second, you guys didn't order the weighted dice.
No.
Just me.
Yeah. What's your little guy and your wooden pin?
Mine mana is so it's got the same. Yeah.
Oh.
Cute.
Yeah, it's like a long coat. It's kind of like a
So
public
cool.
masturbator.
It might be. I think it's an orc because he's got like
It's an
little
orc.
tusks.
Yeah,
and he's
that's
got
a cool
pointy
looking-
ears.
He is tusking up in the ears as well.
Yeah,
I like
he's
a
got
long
a
coat. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Belly button. Wait, did we find out what my class was? Yo, what
I
is
don't think
is this? Is this
Some pen.
sorcerer?
look.
No, that's
Cleric.
right.
Cleric.
Yeah,
Aha!
Holy.
The holy symbol. Yeah, look at it that way. There you go.
that's correct.
Nice.
May he be praised. May she be praised.
Praise God.
May they be praised.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Very nice. Very nice. And last but not least, we have Sai. What have you got in your packet?
Man, I swear to God, if I'm not a paladin, I'm gonna leave.
You're not. No way.
What?
No way.
Wait, this shit is stuck together.
What is you?
Alright, alright, alright. Ooh, ooh. Okay, well, here's the thing, guys. I have no idea what class this is, because I play one class and one class only, so I'm gonna need some help.
Bring it closer.
Wizard. That's a
A
wizard.
That's a boot.
Wizard.
That's a boot.
That's
That's
a
so
book.
cool.
We can swap. When I see you on Friday, I'll give you my paladin pin and I'll take your
You
wizard
know,
pin.
You
It
could be
looks
a book
real-
paladin. You're a book
Paladin.
paladin. Yeah.
Paladin.
library.
Congratulations, book paladin.
Book
No, I
paladin.
don't. No, I don't play paladins that know how to read.
You don't need to read.
Inta's
the
my
book.
dump stat.
Oh, is it just a textbook? And I
Oh,
just
yeah,
like.
yeah,
kind of
okay.
coloring book.
Okay.
You're a paladin of Oath of Young Adult Fiction.
That's what I am.
And my race is Iron Man.
Wait.
No,
Oh, are you a warforged?
You're a little
Oh
warlord.
shit!
Oh my god.
You're the Iron Giant.
I mean, that's pretty sick. Not gonna
Your
lie.
race is Robert Downey Jr.
Nice. All right, all right. And I'm pretty happy about these actually because these feel like very, very Aku coded. So I've got some
Ooh.
beautiful green
Oh.
dice,
Alright.
and I kind of wish I had these last campaign because they are so pretty. I feel like my camera is too shit for this, but
Those are so nice.
yeah. And I'm gonna roll a d20 because why the fuck not? And that's a 4, so that's a normal me roll.
That's a normal
Yay!
me
Almost by level
Works.
well.
All right, all right, all right. What have we got here? So I have some bad news for you guys. The thing is, Clude's character, Ben's character, and my character all grew up in the same story or whatever the fuck we are. And the thing is, our parents had the same jobs. I don't know what jobs Myconids do, but they had the same jobs. And we were in competition. So we are the second generation that is trying to be the best because my aspiration is to work hard and be the best there is at my craft. I pursue wealth to secure someone's love. I am horribly jealous of anyone who outshines my handiwork. Everywhere I go, I'm surrounded by rivals. But there is a twist to this. Because, what was your magical item, Clude?
The soulbound ring. I haven't read it out.
So, we are rivals, Clude, but we are also married because I also have a soul marriage.
Should we read out what the ring is? I was going to give it to you in session because we have to.
Whilst wearing this ring, you feel your soulmate is but a touch away. While attuned to this item, you become soulbound to the next party member you touch. As long as you are within 30 feet of one another, you each get +1 to your proficiency bonus and AC. So, sorry, Clued, but we're married. It's just how
And
it's gonna
here's
be.
the wonderful thing. Our presence will improve our proficiency at our craft so we can compete better at higher levels.
Just like
We
real life.
aspire, we aspire to be the best, and we make each other better in the process. I'm sorry, Ben, you've drawn the short straw.
Oh my God.
We're outpricing you. We're
My purpose in life is to defeat the horrible power couple of craftsmen that live in my village.
They're literally
So-
world champions at making costumes. So.
Wow.
I think what I do is I collect sticks, and I might sharpen the sticks sometimes, not for fighting, but I stick them in the ground so I can make sculptures from the sticks. I think I have something with sticks.
Cute.
So you just got lawn like signs.
Yeah, tent
Fantastic
poles.
lawn signs.
Tent pole.
Cool.
Great.
I can't believe this has happened.
We know who we are.
They were all sealed as well.
Okay.
Anyway, shall we start?
Thank you very much, Hatsuko. I believe I will be getting a dice tower at some point, but currently Erin has it, which
You'll get it on
understandable.
Friday.
Nice tower.
Yeah, so I can
I'm
kill
so
you all
excited
with
to see what that looks like. That's so cool.
It's
I can
very
kill you all with
pretty.
mechanical efficiency.
Yo,
Extremely cool.
that's so sick.
But I don't have the ideals and dice. I have bought myself some dice, so I'll show you them later. Anyway, the one shot. As you may be fairly obvious right now, the group are playing Myconids, a race of humanoid but very much mushroom-based creatures that live in harmony with nature, operate in society where they all can pretty much read each other's thoughts at all times, very much live in the quieter parts of the world, not particularly prone to violence, but can reanimate corpses if they need to defend them. And that is where we will begin this. The group are part of the Circle of Hunters, who, despite the name, don't go out and hunt things. It is their job to scout the outside area away from the heart of the grove to find creatures that can be brought back, interesting things, or potentially warn of groups coming through so that Myconids can hunker down and hide. For this, we are within the preserve of the Endless Dream, within Lukai, the area of Lukai which is closest to the realm of Mistra, Lady of Magic. Her realm is the conduit through which all of the arcane energy flows in and out of Lukai, and this area of the map is very well known as an area where slowly but surely things can get twisted and morphed by the power of those realms for good or worse, and people come here often to achieve things that may not be possible elsewhere in Lukai. This area is called the Morphean Woods, and it represents the long strand of woods between Echo Bay, the port of the main strip of land, and Dusk's Crossing, which represents a series of temples where people go to perform a lot of the rituals that are done here. It is about halfway between the center of the world and the Endless Dream's kind of perimeter. The Morphean Woods, as I said, it's a forest that exists on the fringes of both the material plane and the plane of dreams. An age-old forest with towering trees whose canopies seem to touch the skies. These ancient guardians, thick, gnarled trunks, and sprawling branches draped in moss. The air is thick with earthiness and the tangy scent of damp wood. Symphony of sounds, the chirping of birds, the distant calls of unknown creatures, some maybe never heard before, as something that's wandered too close has been morphed. And a gentle rust of leaves fills the wood. Every now and then the landscape is dotted with clearings with beams of sunlight pierced through, illuminating patches of the forest floor, carpeted in a mix of ferns, fallen leaves, and the occasional mysterious mushroom. In deeper parts, which is where we are, the forest takes on a more mystical aura. The trees seem to stand closer, their branches intertwining overhead in an almost protective gesture. The ground here is softer and padded with layers of moss and luminescent fungi that give off a soft blue-green glow. The forest sounds are more muted, replaced by the gentle hum of bioluminescent life and the quiet gurgling of hidden streams, which is where you are making your way around your grove scouting. I think we've got pictures, but I don't know if we've done descriptions of everybody's characters yet. Have we not?
Well, you can see us.
Yeah.
Should we describe our characters? Take turns.
I just want to know how big I am. How big are we?
So Myconid's very wildly in shape. Generally, the older you are, often the taller and bigger you are. So it's up to you what size you want to be. So I guess we could all go around and describe ourselves based on the portraits. Ben, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I am. I got a 2. I am 2 foot tall.
2 foot tall. Wait, so does that mean that you could have been up to 20 feet tall if you rolled correctly?
You roll a d6, surely.
I did roll a d10, but I didn't really think that through. Okay, so I'm 2 foot tall.
What's this music, Luke?
Yeah, I don't know if the music matches the theme, but maybe it does actually.
Maybe
Tell us more about this character. Is this your entrance music?
Don't put that in the queue.
This is his mixtape.
Boys, calm down, the beats are about to drop.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, again, it's mixtape. I'm telling you, man. Like,
Boy, drop the beat for me.
This is so hilarious.
So, Igni is a fire lichen, Myconid. That means he's spicy in taste. Please don't eat him. And he likes to collect beehives. But he ends up like eating them, unfortunately, and then the bees sort of get displaced. So that's why he's got this kind of orangey color from all the like sap and honey that he's been eating all these years. And he's a sweet tooth. He loves the sweet stuff. So anything like that. And yeah, he's a little stick guy walking around. Got 2 skinny legs. And some like offshoots.
Clue, do you want to go next? What's your character look like?
So, well, I'm Fufu, the grumpy village mushroom. I think this guy is the grouchiest Myconid in the circle. I think he's maybe a bit of a pest, if I'm honest. His identity is perhaps the village stick man, and I think he builds stick sculptures in places that nobody wants them. I think it's bordering on littering, maybe. Nobody has a use for these items, but he does it anyway. And originally it stemmed from a desire to be noticed by Scrunkle. And it all got a bit too far. I think maybe the lore is that he didn't really understand the ring that he found in the forest one day, and when he later touched Scrunkle and was soulbound to them, it was all over. I mean, I'm not describing the appearance at all. I know that's the point. I'm just going through the deep lore.
Deep lore is good though.
White-brimmed, hatted mushroom guy. Let's roll a
Don't fucking contain yourself. We're playing fucking mushrooms, and you're like, by the way, this is the deep lore. My character has a tragic backstory.
Classic Clue.
Okay, Fufu has angry short man syndrome because he's 3 foot tall and resents it. He's constantly looking up at you, and all you see when you look down are these grumpy little eyes staring back at you, like he's gonna kneecap you. I think that's him. Yeah, and maybe his hat's a bit floppy, and water collects in the top whenever it rains, so he's quite often weighed down by the burden of rainwater that he carries in his own head. Good. Thanks for coming with me on that journey.
Okay,
It was self-discovery as much as anything.
I'll go next then. I'm gonna roll for my height. That is a bloody 11. Wait, is it gonna focus?
11 feet?
11 feet. So I am 11 foot tall, Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm 11 foot tall. My name is Polly, and I love all my friends so much, and I can't wait to go exploring with everybody.
That's terrifying, actually.
And I'm based on Zirkwood mushrooms from Dungeons and Dragons. But also the turkey tail mushroom from IRL. And
From IRL.
and I love everyone. I don't have any backstory because I'm a mushroom. Dusky, you go next. Ooh, whoa, honked.
I am Rumu. Rumu is about I want to say 1.5, 2 foot tall, and in terms of the hunters, he is likely the least capable. He is a keen hunter and prime hunter of pests among the circle, which means he cleans up bugs. He is a pest controller, and he does this by eating them. So he'll clean up annoying pests in the area by just going around and eating them off the floor. And he speaks pretty much solely in the third person, and yeah, he's very slow, and his little legs don't carry him very far because he's mostly just head. He's just like a little, and I guess he'd probably spend most of his time being 1 foot tall when he sits down on his legs, and is just a little kind of barnacle on the ground with his little tongue out, just hoping that cockroaches will just walk into him.
How does Rumu catch flies?
He just sits on the floor, and if they fly into his mouth, then he catches it. And if he doesn't catch many flies, he goes and he moves to a new spot, and he sits there and hopes that he'll catch some flies. He's like a really slow, organic Roomba that moves around the village and slowly catches bugs.
Give us the Rumu voice again.
Moomba.
He's like a tiny organic Roomba.
I love him.
Yeah.
Fun fact, when I was drawing everyone, Rumu's the only one who's not actually a mushroom. He's based on moss. He's just meant to be
Does he
moss on a
know?
rock. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
that's
he
kind of
knows.
what he is.
Does he know
Wow,
that
he's
not part of the
adopted.
circle?
Wow.
He is part of the circle.
It's
Don't
fine.
get
He
twisted.
can hang with
Just
us.
because people don't like
Can
Rumu doesn't
can
mean
we
he's not
hear
part of the
Rumu's
circle.
thoughts? Do we have this weird thing where we don't?
Just this moss that follows you. And it doesn't even can't even talk. No, it can talk because it's part of the circle. He's still mushroom.
Dude, the moss is looking at me again.
Just his tongue out like.
Luke, you want to describe yourself?
Oh, let's get into it. So we have Goink, and Goink is purple, small, short, nugget-like creature. Goink is covered in a shiny, sparkly, glittery mucus that's slowly seeping from his body. And as he walks away, it turns to like a light sort of misty cobweb. One thing you notice about him is that he doesn't seem to turn around. It's as if he's always facing the same direction, and his just limbs and his eyes and his mouth just reform to appear in a different direction. Just sort of absorbs his organs and just puts them out in different directions. It's almost like he's facing north constantly as a physical entity. He takes long, awkward pauses before applying to certain things. So that can be quite unsettling when, you know, you speak to Goink and his eyes just come out and they're staring at you. And then Goink comes out with the answer. He doesn't say much, but occasionally comes out with ruthless nuggets of worldly wisdom. His huntsmanship is hunting for useful things, although he never really finds anything legitimately useful. Although you think about it, we're a group of Myconids. What are we in terms of discerning about what's useful and what's not useful? So perhaps he's going to find a particularly intricate stick, and it may be the most amazing thing we've ever found. Who knows?
Inside,
Goink.
do you want to describe yourself?
Yep. So I am Scrunkle. Scrunkle is one of the 3 crafts shrooms in the village, and Scrunkle specializes in making clothes for the mushroom people. So they find bits of other villagers that no longer need their parts because they have deceased, to make trendy and fashionable parts of clothing for everyone. So like his cloak, which he scavenged from his great uncle Marsh Morello, and is now wearing his skin. And no one has actually ever seen what he looks like because he's always covered in his great uncle's cloak. So, I mean, maybe Fufu has seen what he looks like, what they look like
I think I know.
underneath,
I know.
seeing as they're married. But yeah,
He's melded.
he very much keeps to himself, and he's quite shy. Apart from when people want clothing, and he'll go on a hunt to try and find the newly deceased Myconid in the village to make the trendiest new garment. Oh, and my height. I'll roll for my height. Okay, no, this is a bit weird because I rolled a 19.
High on a D20. This is what happens.
But maybe you're compressed inside the cloak.
Could you imagine how large I like Rumu would be if I rolled anything above like 2, considering how wide he is over how tall he is?
Oh, fine. That's
Well,
Like,
I
he would just be gigantic.
I limited myself to a D12 because I think the tallest Myconids that we know of are 12 foot tall. But
feel
you
like a
could be
D4
19
would be
foot
more
if you
appropriate.
want.
Maybe
Be
Scrunkle
what
is
you
just
want to be.
In an
giant
alternate
boy.
universe, I rolled a D20. I got
Maybe if
8.
you
He's 8 foot
unraveled
tall rock.
Scrunkle, then he would be 19 foot tall.
Yes, Grunkle's like an intestine.
Ew.
They're really long, but
A
not that.
Frankenstein intestine.
It's the DM's call. I can be as tall as you want, DM, as long as I'm taller than Fufu. All right,
Okay,
that's all
that's
I
fine.
give a shit.
I feel like you two both stand out in the sunlight in the hope that you photosynthesize a bit more to get a bit taller each day.
You just stand in the shadow, which is unfortunate because his whole hat is a shadow.
Okay. Your group are making your way at varying levels of stealth and height through the canopy of this thick, green-litten forest. What would such a group of Myconids be talking about? Would you be walking in silence?
Wherever they're walking, Rumu is like 4 or 5 steps behind at all times. Occasionally with a bug leg sticking out of his mouth.
Is that because he has small legs, or
He's
because
got very tiny legs and he's just
Okay.
very slow. Like, look at the shape of him. He kind of like can only walk a little bit before he has to sit down again and regain his
you
strength.
know, he looks kind of sticky or slimy. I feel like
He's
he
a
would
bit
just-
slimy. He's a
I
bit
think
slimy.
he would just like latch onto any one of us and just catch a ride.
Okay, actually, sorry, he's like latched onto the 11-foot member of our party, just on the bottom of the leg.
Oh, hello, Rumu.
You've got a room stuck to you again.
Oh, hi, Rumu.
He just that's why his eyes are pointing 2 different directions. He's just got a little cockroach sticking out of his mouth.
You have a little snack, Rumu. That looks tasty.
You speak at Rumu? He says,
I-
crunching.
I want some cockroaches too. I hope I can find some later.
His eyes kind of zip a little bit, and then he just spits out kind of like a core of a cockroach,
Oh,
and then
thank
smiles. Just a little smile.
And
His tiny
Polly,
mouth.
Polly like reaches down like the giant woman and like picks up the little half-eaten cockroach and
Do Myconids eat? That's a question, actually.
Are they
decomposing
Yeah.
corpses.
Yeah.
Faces stain.
decomposing things. Can I ask it just a
We
little bit?
break down
like,
organic matter.
are we gonna find out, or can I ask some questions about our sovereign? Like,
You
Oh,
can ask
yeah.
about the sovereign.
yeah. So what's going on with our sovereign?
Who is the
Like,
sovereign?
who is the sovereign? What's he like?
Myconids don't use names, but given that the sovereign goes out and has to interact with people, it will be. Sovereign calls himself Toad. In that at this point or not
Don't-
yet?
No, I don't think there is a sovereign
No.
called Toad. No.
It's too early.
Get your
That's fine.
timeline straight.
Sorry, your sovereign, however, recently has gone missing, unfortunately.
Oh.
And you are
thank
waiting
you.
for a new one. No, you're waiting for a new one to regrow because ultimately sovereigns do agree to go out and represent the colony. And normally they are born like every generation, but you've had to hurry up to get one because this one has gone missing. He hasn't come back from his recent excursion.
Is it one of us who's growing, or is there a growing sovereign somewhere else?
It's not any of you.
Oh, it's me.
You don't know.
It will be me. I will be the sovereign.
There's no fucking way I'm gonna let
There-
it be you, foo-foo.
Don't worry, Fufu, I'll treat you like a king.
You believe it's
You're making
probably
me
one of the
favor.
new. You believe it's probably one of the new Spawlings.
No, it's not.
We're leaderless. What are we gonna
So
do?
currently Elder Moss, as the most ancient of the Circle of Elders, at 18 years old, is leaving.
God, 18, that's so old. Hope he doesn't die soon.
We follow a moss?
Yeah.
No, he's called Elder Moss because he's very old and moss grows on him, but he is a Myconid.
Okay.
Do you guys have a problem with moss or something?
Yeah, I don't follow moss.
You're stupid.
Alright.
Your voice is cutting out, Ben.
Just like random squeaks.
You're stupid.
Don't listen to them,
Your pre-
Romeo.
The previous Sovereign Lumina.
Sovereign Lumina. Okay.
Lumina. As you're walking along on your rounds, most of the time you're looking for dead animals, bugs, any evidence that somebody's come in. And this time, you come to one of the various clearings where the sunlight pierces through. And as you're looking, you see that this particular area, there's large mushroom caps right from the ground, illuminating it, but there's some that have clearly been knocked over. And in the middle, you can see a shape sprawled out in the middle. And this is unusual because you see something move as if the thing isn't dead. You're standing on the edge of a clearing.
We can't
Is your
hear
voice,
you.
is your voice so high? It's just cutting out on the mic.
It's just- Discord noise cancelling is like, that's background noise.
I can't be in.
I can't be a human.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my. I'm being censored again.
It's like when you played your Kenku and every time you'd squawk, like it would just cut you out.
What's happened to Mike? Someone's knocked over Mike.
Who's Mike?
We should see if he's okay.
Who is Mike?
But what is it? It is a shape. I do not trust shapes.
Mike, are you okay? Can I send out my spores?
Yeah, you can send out your spores.
Rapport spores. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Okay, the spores go out, and you psychically link with this creature. From that, I would say that you learn, that this kind of you can feel you peer into the thoughts of this creature, and you get flashing images of trees passing by. Something hits the trees, you kind of see it, and you see what seems to be a piece of a stick with feathers in it. It's not something you've seen before. And a stone on the end. You see pale-skinned figures in the tree line, and all you think is get away from them. And this is very feverish. Like you often associate this. There's someone who's being like consumed by a disease or an illness. This is what their mind feels like. There's no direction to it. It's just flashing images.
What about Mike?
That's not Mike.
All right, the mushroom who got knocked over. I want to see if there are.
But who is Mike? I don't understand.
One of the mushrooms that got knocked over. Mike,
Mike,
Mike, you know
He's
that Mike
Irish.
has been snapped at the stem, but you know that Mike's roots are long and strong, and there are many other versions of Mike.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing okay.
So I'm like, hey Mike, are you okay?
The mushroom stands there.
Aw, no. Mike doesn't look so good.
No, but where is the stick? I saw it in our minds. Can I look for the stick, please? Damn.
Yeah. Do a perception check.
Thank you.
Romo does not understand this song.
Oh, you all see everything that each of you sees. Like you're all basically
13.
communicating in real time. Everything. 13. Do you creep closer?
I just want to find the stick.
Do you have a look around the area? Do an
The
investigation.
feathers.
You do not see something similar to what Igni saw within kind of this clearing or slightly beyond there. Wherever
When-
that vision was.
When Igni sees stuff, do we all see it? Because we're like
Yes.
in a
Yeah,
network.
basically mind
Yeah.
melding.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything that resembles a stick with feathers and a stone on the end.
Okay.
At
well,
least not in the
Fufu-
surrounding area.
Fufu just like bumbles about waddling, and he has like a total waddle when he walks. His feet, like his legs don't bend, so he like straight leg walks and like waddles about and sticks his little bum in the air as he like ruffles around in the undergrowth, and he seems to come up with nothing.
What's everyone else doing?
As Fufu is like launched himself into the ground, Scrunkle is gonna walk up behind Fufu and picking him up with his hand and set him right and plonk him on the ground and shuffle him over to a different looking place.
Thank you. I appear to have been barking up the wrong tree, as it were. And he like looks at the tree covered in bark and goes, "Ha ha."
The whatever it is in the center of this clearing starts rolling around, and you hear like mutterings. Starlight. What happened? Have I done to Starlight? Just these like incoherent mutterings that you can barely make out.
Is it bothered by the mushroom mountain that's just wandered onto it?
It doesn't seem very aware of its surroundings.
What is that? What is that on the ground? Rumu, can you take a look? And Polly's gonna like move her like big foot forward that like Rumu's like attached to. So Rumu's next to the lump on the ground.
Rumour's gonna hop off, kind of slide over to it slowly, and then try and just lick it. What does it taste like?
Okay. As you approach to paint a scene,
Yeah.
could whoever is approaching this thing make an investigation check? And I will tell you what happens when you lick it.
So because we're all using the monster stat block for
Investigation is
Myconids-
intelligence, so it's just a roll plus your
Okay.
intelligence.
So wait, how
So
much
s-
am I rolling for intelligence?
Our modifier is 0 for intelligence, so it's just a
Straight rolls.
flat d20.
Oh, 18.
Oh damn! I rolled 18 as well.
I also rolled an 18. Like, I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I did. I rolled an
We're-
18.
it's the
I
hive
actually
mind.
rolled an
We're all
18.
connected.
I can't show my dice because it's against our rules, but you know.
Well, I was
rolled
gonna
it.
show my dice, but then I realized
What rules?
my table is really fucking messy, so I don't want anyone to see
What
that.
rules?
Yeah, mine looks like a depression pit.
Show
No
your
one can
dice,
see my
okay.
desk right now.
Boink and Fufu and Igni for your rolls.
Goink's not going to approach. Goink's hanging
Okay.
back. He just goes, "Yeah, be careful. Goink is worried."
Igni and 17. Okay, Igni.
I'm talking to Mike.
Okay, fair. So, whatever this creature is, its pink body is covered with kind of odd brown fabric that's got very muddy. You can see that its face is particularly pale and seems to be glistening with water. Nearby, you see what might have once been a fire that has been doused. Embers still very much sending forward its slope. There is a kind of food there that has been kind of half eaten. There's what seems to be like leaves or something else torn up next to him, something made of a stone that seems to have water inside it, and something that you recognize as like a long carved piece of metal that seems to have been sharpened. These are all scattered around him. It seems to be moving from side to side, completely unaware of your presence. And obviously, you will get all this information because sharing it at the same time. But those of you who have any idea or you've heard stories from other people, this sounds like an outsider. And from the look of it, it looks like whatever happened here, it seems to have. With that role, you can piece together that somebody has this thing has clearly came here, tried to set up some kind of camp, and failed, and was frantic in doing so.
Question.
When you lick it, could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah, do I have any modifiers?
It would be on the
Plus
stat
one.
block.
Then that's a 4.
Okay.
What does it taste like first?
So it tastes like, first of all, it tastes earthy and a little bit like some of the animals you've eaten before, with a slightly bit more metallic taste. It's a bit wetter than you're used to. But then there's a slightly unpleasant tang of something that sounds like this. You recognize it immediately actually as poison. You are now poisoned. It is a condition you are used to.
Oh, Rumu, what have you done?
So you just feel very woozy all of a sudden.
You just kind of little kind of like mini chihuahua wretches kind of.
That's so disgusting.
But could all of you make?
Okay, Rumu?
He doesn't respond. His eyes are just going different directions.
Hold on, let me help you. And Polly will lean down and whack Rumu's back as if she's gonna help him
Go fly.
cough something up.
He just coughs up like a tiny slime ball. Something he was digesting in his system.
Oh, there you go.
It's still poison though. It's just something he ate before.
Goink comes over and goes, oh no, he's poisoned. You didn't think of the ramifications. Think about the rammies, bro.
Oh no.
This
you
one
all-
tastes off.
You will make medicine checks.
Okay.
Gladly. +1.
Yeah.
+1.
Oh, natural 20.
17 then.
So close.
So 12? Is
The
medicine
sheepish
wisdom?
Yes. But
Oh.
given the nature of this, they're going to have to go with pretty much the highest roll each time.
Mm.
Except there will be some dissenting voices.
We're
Igni, to
connected.
you, this creature is dead, and therefore you just need to bring it back. To either of you scored 10 to 20, this creature is alive. You don't know quite what it is. Fufu, with a natural 20, you look at this
Fufu.
creature. Fufu,
Foo-foo.
apologies. You look at this creature, and something in the mind tags, a mind tags human. But for some reason you think that, and you look at it and you can feel that it has clearly been attacked by something, and and would not survive without your help. But whether or not, but for you and all of you, you don't often living creatures don't get this close to the grove, and especially not humans or softies, as you call them. So you know that
My friends, this is a softie. Human.
Oh
I do
no!
not believe the legends, but one could not mistake the fleshy particularities of its constitution. No, this is a softie, absolument. And I believe it is a requirement of our assistance if we wish it to live. But it is also dangerous because look at it. Look at what it is done to Romu. Strange pile of moss that he is. We need him to live.
Oh,
You just hear kind of just.
I think you're mistaken. I think it's dead. We should mulch it.
well, but if it was dead, then Rumu could have eaten it. So maybe the reason Rumu feels sick is because it's alive. Because we don't eat alive things. We all
I wish nothing more than to break this entity down into rot and absorb it nutrient by nutrient. But I cannot because it breathes still. I wish to slurp the mulch from its body when it is dead.
I'm pretty sure it's dead. We should mulch it now.
False news. False news. Humans don't exist. They're a myth.
I thought it was legend also, but I am so sure. I once, I dreamed of it. I once melded with another, a colony, and
You
I
can
saw
mulch
it.
pretty much anything. It doesn't matter. We should just mulch it. Right now.
No, not if it is not biodegradable. And the thing about the softies is that they use all these things that are not biodegradable. It is not safe. It's poison.
Most things are biodegradable.
No, not within the scope of our lives. We will be dead. Most of us will not live past 5 years old.
Oh God, jeez, I'm already 4.
Yeah,
Jeez,
you're
you-
fucked.
Geez, you sure know a lot for an intelligence of 10.
As a group, you know that occasionally, either the hunters, which you're part of, or the circle of seers, report that the grove needs to go into hiding to avoid the softies. However, you've never actually, as I said, you've never actually seen one. And as the role said, this one is clearly not a threat, but also you are perhaps concerned as a group. What did this? Who did this?
Oh, well, maybe we should bring it back.
What?
I agree. To the grove, so we can mulch it.
We must hide from it. Maybe if we put some rocks on its eyes so it cannot see, it will not see us.
Oh, that's a good idea. We could put rocks on its eyes.
Yeah.
But we should bring it back still, though.
We should mulch it. Think of how many sprouts this would feed.
It will feed the entire colony for years. True.
Years and years.
We must kill it then.
Who rolled the highest on perception?
I don't remember doing.
Oh, the 3 people with 18.
That's
Sorry,
collected
investigation.
18,
Sorry, the 3 people with 18. Look down, and there's a repeated movement from this creature. It's kind of rolling. You can see its eyes kind of roll back. It's little thing left aside and kind of doing the muttering. But one movement continues to happen, which changes its neck, and just seems like pick it up and then drop it, and pick it up and drop it. And it seems whatever this creature's mind is when it is lucid seems to be focusing on this thing around its neck.
Oh, look. The wind blows.
Yes, true.
Why don't you get Grongo? Why don't you pick it up and we can take it back to be mulch?
As the creature rolls over, you recognize the stick poking out of its back.
And the stick was inside the human all along. And look, my love, mon chéri. Ma chérie, French.
A celebration. It was pregnant.
As Fufu walks over to the stick, does Fufu walk over to the stick?
I think he's gesticulating excitedly. He might just be standing still, like waving his little mittens around. He's not started walking yet.
You hear a very quiet, "Oi, my beloved, you must not go near it.
Pourquoi?
We don't know how dangerous it is."
It's true, you are so wise. Yeah, it is. I aspire to be like you.
And Skrunkle is going to. How tall is 19 feet? I mean, like,
You're
Can
roughly
I-
3 times the size of this creature.
can I like approach it without killing it? I'm not very
Yeah.
dexterous. Like,
You can walk up without stomping it. Yes.
okay. I'm gonna try and pick up the stick.
You're the height of the average two-story building.
God damn. Okay, yeah.
Or
Wow.
maybe Skrunkle is our sovereign.
True, actually.
Usually the tallest Myconid is.
The stick. I will need a dex check for that.
Skrunkle is my
You are
sovereign.
huge, and the stick is tiny.
Oh god. Well, hey, look. I'm a tailor, so
action?
it's it's like a needle. I can
Help
do
action
this,
from wifey.
I believe.
If you can get the help action for advantage, yeah.
As the resident stick expert, I would like to help with the stick issue. I know you must hold it. Yeah, with your hands. You're perfect.
Does Skrunkle have any limbs?
So you don't see any limbs. You just see kind of like a dark, shadowy mass. But as he goes to try and pick it up, you see what maybe other creatures would describe as some toes poking out to try and clasp the stick with his toes. And I am going to roll a dex check. How does the help action work? Do I get advantage or something?
Advantage, yeah.
Okay.
That's a
So-
great question, the toes.
Oh my god, I actually think my dice are weighted. I rolled an 18.
What?
And an 18. I shit you not. I just rolled an 18 twice in a row.
We got a stats check on 4 18s in a row. Okay, definitely. Despite your looming form over this clearing, you as it goes over, you peek out and you hold this stick with some black feathers on the on side of it, kind of pointed out, and then a stone which seems to be dripping with blood, you presume, from this creature, but also something green which you immediately recognize as some form of poison. And you look at this and you think something or somehow this ended up in this creature's back and has poisoned him, and that's probably how Rumu got poisoned as well.
I cannot see you. You are holding the stick too high.
Oh,
Skrunkle bends down and sort of like comes in close to Fufu and says, You must not touch the green. It seems to be a danger. Very not good.
It is genius, though. They are putting poison on the stick. Who would have thought of this? This is...
But why would they put the danger on the stick? I mean, this softie is clearly deceasing because of the danger.
I always thought that the stick was the danger. But you can put the danger on the danger.
do you think that maybe a bird did it? Cause
Maybe.
it has like those thingies on the end that I think I saw on a bird before.
And I have seen them holding sticks in their little knife mouths.
Oh my god! It's a bird!
You're right, Polly. This was done by a bird. No mistake.
Oh no!
I've never trusted how close you are to sticks. Fufu. Never trusted that.
And now, as this knowledge is saving our lives, we cannot trust the birds. They will put the danger on the stick, and they will kill us all.
Oh no! We should get away from here before the bird comes back.
Yeah, before the birds come. Yeah, we must. Maybe we should take this softie back. We put holes in
birds.
eyes for transport.
We were all victims of the birds.
The birds, the avians, our greatest nemesis. For 1,000 years, we have warred with them. For 1,000 years more. Until defeat. Until
What?
victory.
I think that's true. That is true. Yeah.
As he's saying this, like little sparrow or some kind of like tiny bird like flies past Skrunkle, and Skrunkle just bats it away, and it just like its whole body just shatters and just like flies into a tree and dies.
A great victory. Well done. That was dangerous. I was
The
worried.
scouts are here.
Romo does not like birds. They steal our bugs.
Exactly.
We miss
Indeed.
you.
Birds have many scouts, and many scouts have many sprouts.
So Scrunkle is gonna try and pick up the human.
Make a dex check
Okay.
and not murder him.
Can I
Okay.
help Scrunkle because I'm the second
Yes.
tallest?
Yeah.
So roll that with advantage. So
Okay. Okay, that's a 12, not an 18, and a 5.
oh no.
12's enough. You just get a little bit crushed. You hear him kind of groan a little bit as your massive hand, but with a little bit
No.
of guiding.
No, there's no hand. It's only toes.
Oh, only toes. Sorry.
Long toes?
This is horrendous.
No. They're not long. It's like a stubby little thing with only 2 toes. It's quite as far as feet and toes go. It's quite, you know, it's not so bad.
Okay. Alright, they're not like horror toes. Okay.
No. I mean, they're like
They're all
very-
like infected and ingrown.
they're like you know, sort of half shadowed by his cloak anyway of his great uncle. So
Are they like really knobbly or are they
no, it's like a sort of like just dark movement you see very slowly. You don't actually see the toes. It's just toe shaped.
okay, and you know there are probably toes in there.
Yeah.
It's toe like, yeah. Clear, I'm clear.
I was under. I didn't even know Myconid had toes, but you know this.
I don't really. I do.
Well, you know what? You know what, DM? I do. Okay. You gave me this
You are the
character.
only Myconid.
You're
with
a
an OnlyFans.
20-foot Myconid. You get what you want, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's a massive biodiversity in mushrooms and myconids alike. So as you can see from these 6 alone, every myconid is different. So maybe Scrunkle does have toes.
A 20-foot myconid is reasonable because let's face it, my
Yeah, it
skill
can happen.
networks are like they're huge. They're like vast.
Yeah,
Massive.
I mean, I thought you were just
Sovereign's
gonna
gonna be
go. Yeah, it's believable because you know, like size so old. So
I mean, you just look a bit like
You're
Treebeard.
younger than me.
nah.
Wouldn't you just look a bit like Treebeard? You know.
Only your body, not of mine.
What?
Anyway,
You guys leave.
But
Rumu is
we
Rumu
have
is sitting.
placed-
Rumu is sitting on top of the chest of this poor human while he's being carried.
Are you hold? I think it's important that you are holding rocks on his eyes for transport.
oh yeah,
We said we would do that.
we have to keep
So
our
Rumu,
house secret.
Rumu is like on his upper chest, like above, like here, and his 2 little hands are holding 2 tiny stones on top of his eyes, with his eyes going different ways and his tongue just sticking out.
Whatever
Being carried
flailing or life there was in this creature seemingly has been a little bit not extinguished but lessened in the time that this has been going on, and is now being carried clamped between the toes of Skrunkle, with Rumu sitting on him. Just seems to have ceased moving.
If there are any pests or maggots on him, Rumu will be eating them.
Yeah. There's a couple
Okay.
that seem to have found their way.
Little centipede crawling out of his coat pocket.
Can we get a lift from Scrunkle?
I'll give a lift to anybody who needs
Sorry.
speedy walking.
As
Who
you
is proud
return-
he will not be lifted.
As you return to the grove, it's important for describe to the audience and you. It's not just a settlement; it's a living entity itself. The interconnectedness between all of you and the village continues. The village itself, myconid structures rise from the ground, made of fungi, moss, and other forest materials. Some homes are nestled within large mushroom caps, others built into the sides of tall fungal stalks. Bridges are made of interwoven roots. In the center is a large shimmering pool, fed by one of the various streams that come along, and a large open cap mushroom where the daily dreams and circles are conducted before people get back and meditations together. Your return to the village does not go unnoticed. Normally, you'll be welcomed back to see what you found, share whatever stories you have, delve together to share your experiences. But a couple of people kind of Mike is going to take a step back upon seeing what is clasped between Skrunkle's toes. And the leader of the circle of hunters, you would know somewhere deep in your recesses that has coined the name Sporelight, so like you don't use it too much. Approaches you. What have you done? What is that?
It was all Fufu's idea.
It is a softie, and we fear that it is a portent of the war to come with the birds, for it has been attacked by a danger stick, and it is now poisoned and deceasing. And I also, well, we thought it would nourish our children for generations to come when it decays and becomes one with us.
But
It's
Rumu tried eating it, and Rumu doesn't feel really good, right, Rumu? And she like gestures to Rumu.
This one does not taste good.
He's been coughing funny.
does
Like
it
this.
still live? Does it still live?
Romo does not know.
I think so, because otherwise it would be okay for Rumu to eat, but if it's alive, that's maybe why Rumu doesn't feel so good. That's what I think.
Romo did not try eat. Romo only taste.
I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It is full of the green danger also. We cannot
Well,
eat it till it is
uh,
deceased, but
Mala, like sits down. You see their spores kind of flow out to you and absorbs all of your memories. This is not good. Come with me. And you are taken down to the large, central, open plan mushroom. Please,
Designer.
remain here. We must meld, council. And they go off to summon. Again, you guys can talk whilst they go off, but you will be aware that they are going to get Eldermoss, current stand-in sovereign, leader of the Circle of Errors, Terra, Fungal Mender, leader of the Circle of Healers, and Shadowcap, Circle of Seers leader, discuss the events. So if you guys wanted to talk amongst yourselves briefly.
Rumu, do you feel okay? Or does it still hurt?
How does he feel, Jamie?
Roll another Constitution saving throw.
That was a 6. So
You're
yeah,
still poisoned.
Such. He's looking a little green. He always looks kind of green, but maybe slightly more green than normal.
Oh.
But it's very difficult to perceive from his like he just doesn't show much emotion or intelligence, so it's hard to tell. Other than the fact that he still occasionally is kind of like doing a little.
I'm gonna send some rapport spores out, and try to contact. Well, I guess the sovereign of the Circle of Healers is coming, so they can probably sort out Rumu. So that's probably fine. So actually, I don't need to contact anybody.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait like this.
DM.
Yep.
Goink was going to perk up and go. It is I, Goink, the finder of things, and he's going to go over to. Is the being still there with us? Sorry.
Yeah. They've just sent out spores to contact the others, but you can see they're in a bit of a meditative state at the moment.
Yeah, and was there something around its neck? Was that the case?
Oh, sorry. The creature. Yes. Scrunkle. Is it still between your toes, or have you put it down? Scrunkle.
Sorry, I'm just so not used to being called Scrunkle.
Liar.
My uncle.
my uncle's drunk.
Scrunkai.
The being is the being's still in between Scrunkle's toes. Although Scrunkle has decided to lie down in the calming state of the meditating Myconids around him, and so it's sort of like laying on the ground at the moment.
Yes, it's still there.
Cool. Old Goink's going to pry at the thing around its neck.
Okay. Do you take it off, or do you just like grab the stone?
I grab the stone and look into it with one eye, as if he pressed his two eyes together to make a larger single eye.
Okay. When you grab it and pull it, it actually splits apart. It's cold to the touch, but you see there's some type of hinge that it splits open to reveal kind of two distinct compartments. On one side, there seems to be some lines and colors that look to form a softie, some kind of softie. Looks different than the one here, though. Auburn hair, green eyes, and a crescent moon on their forehead. That symbol you do recognize. Opposite the weird lines contains a small pressed blue flower, petals shimmering even now, even though it's clearly been here a while. The stem is dried, and it's like you can tell, it's been here, but the petals are as if they were bloomed yesterday.
Unclear is it? Evil, good. It has captured the likeness of another softie. Within, beyond this, a flower, so pure. And he holds up the two halves.
It is not a flower that any of you recognize.
And it's a physical flower, by the way, like an actual piece of flower.
Yeah.
But does it smell sweet?
Oh, sorry?
Is it sweet?
Do you eat it?
Well, does it smell sweet?
No.
Yeah, it smells sweet, like morning dew.
Yeah, I'll try and eat it. I'll go towards Gonk and Groink and try and...
Yeah. You can eat it, certainly. Does Gonk let you?
Boink holds it away from you, then breaks off a piece and feeds it to you slowly.
I chew it delicately.
Goink's at this point, he's put his hand into your mouth. It's not unnatural.
Oh,
This happens.
oh the aromas. What happens?
Could you make a wisdom saving throw for me? You feel, upon ingesting it, there is a delicate, gentle tingling in the mouth, whatever it is, down to the very core. Your senses are heightened for a brief moment. You know this grove intimately, you feel it, but now you can see and hear it, and you kind of extend beyond, a little bit beyond what you're normally able to feel and sense about the forest and the grove. What was your roll?
I got a 6.
6. And for a moment you feel comfortable and calm, you know there is nothing. And then the edges of your knowledge continue to grow until you're no longer just the grove and the forest. You're the island. Then you're the whole world. Then you're the stars gazing down. And a moment you are all of creation. And before you know what happens, you are snapped back to your tiny body. And the secrets of creation are always slightly more beyond your grasp. All of you get this experience as panically. It is pushed out to you via your Myconid force.
Yeah, just distress spore the fuck out of that.
Fufu just quietly places his mitten in Scrunkle's toes and holds his hand and waits for the end to come. He sat like a little teddy bear position with his unbent stubby legs, just quietly by his meditating husband's side.
One of Goink's eyes starts to drift and begins to rotate around the top of his head, and his other eyes kind of watching it go around like that. And he just closes his lucid eye. He just goes, "Remember your training. Remember your training."
So to be true to my flaw of I turn tail and run when things go bad. Polly panics when she gets this mental image, and she goes ah, and she runs and like blindly just like starts booking it, but like isn't looking, and she runs smack into another Zirkwood tree, and a tree, but it's a giant mushroom. And this one isn't sentient though, and she falls flat on her back. And she's like, "Oh God, what's happening? What's happening?"
They're the secrets of creation. Please, someone help me.
And space unfold before us. The end is coming. He bows his head.
Remember your training. Remember your training.
I think Izzy just passes out.
At this point, the 3 more large Myconids arrive. Eldermoss, Terra, and Shadowcap. And as they commune with Myla, their repulse pores fly out to each of you, and then they too freeze for a second, experiencing this vision. And I will say, a good half an hour passes until you are all fully over this experience.
We're all just tripping. We're having a really bad trip.
I will never be over this experience.
What happens
The
when
birds,
mushrooms eat mushrooms?
They came. This is it, literally. The birds, they came. I held hands and flew with a bird. It was as if our two kinds were one, and millennia of warfare was but nothing.
We are sentient mushrooms. That is what we are. How have we been so blind all this
I am a speck of dust floating in the cosmos in an infinite sea of magic.
That was pretty horrible.
Having suddenly gained some awareness about the expanse of the universe, you now look back to this softie and wonder, what is that flower? What have you done bringing him to your village?
What have we done? Why did we bring him to the village?
My hands are made from the same thing that my face is made from, and my dress is made from, and my feet are made from. I'm edible.
I too am edible.
Oh no!
Elder Moss, I too am edible.
This is most unfortunate, for I am ravenously hungry.
Rumu has been just licking his own left cheek for the last minute.
No, Rimu, don't eat yourself!
And yet, my husband wears the skin of his deceased uncle.
Oh, a handy snack.
It looks over quietly.
As Fufu says that, Skrunkle looks completely unbothered and looks over to Fufu and puts his hand around Fufu and just pushes him underneath his great uncle's skin and gives him a hug underneath the cloak. And probably because his hands, or actually they're not hands, they're you don't know what they are, they're just a shadowy mass of
Tentacles.
maybe they're not tentacles, they're kind of bobbly but long.
Like pool noodles?
Yeah, kind of.
Like octopus suckers, kind of bobbly.
No, much bigger. Just kind of, they feel
Okay.
quite soft, quite comforting. Almost like if you were to be hugged by an inflatable, bobbly, bouncy castle. Maybe if you were hugged by Baymax. Anyway, so he's gonna push him under his cloak with him as he cuddles him, and accidentally bring Rumo along with him because his pool noodles are so large, and maybe squish him against the floor a bit as Rumo is trying to eat himself.
We embrace under the skin of a dead community member. And I feel nothing for it. It is natural. In the scope of the cosmos, it is right.
As you all slowly get over this experience, Elder Moss eventually comes to their senses, says, well, must decide what to do with the softie that you have brought into our midst. And given that we've been playing for quite a while now, we shall have that as the break. This is derailed wonderfully. And thank you everybody for watching. Thank you Hearts for sending everything, and we will be back with a group
Nice.
of auspicious Myconids with some fairly unique personalities for semi-sentient, completely hive mind fungi have posited a softie back into the middle of their village, causing the council to meet immediately to discuss what should be done. Other than eating the flower that has caused them all to realize the triviality of existence, they are now focused entirely on this softie and what to do, who is gently stirring, having been put down by Skunkle, with the item, the locket, still in the hands of Goink. And Elder Moss kind of turns to Fungal Mender. Can you heal this creature? Fungal Mender kind of waddles on over, peers down. Two eyes shift forward, looking down at it. Yes, it's just some poison. A little worse for wear, but could be improved. Is that what we want to do? Kind of addressing everyone.
What is one in the grand scope of the cosmos?
I've been mentally broken.
Well, if we help him, maybe, or help it, maybe then maybe we'll learn more about the birds, the dangerous birds.
Those birds. Why do you think they did this?
'Cause look, and she'll point at the stick sticking out of the human that has the feathers on it. It's got bird stuff on it.
Shadow Cat would grab it. This is not the work of birds, the work of other softies. They throw this at each other to hurt them.
What? Why?
Rumu's like little mouth just like drops open in surprise. Some little bug like falls out. Like,
Oh, a snack. Polly's gonna steal the bug.
This softie was clearly attacked by other softies. You may have brought them to us.
What does it matter? We're all just dust on solar winds in the fate of the universe.
But-
Exactement.
But it's okay, because Rumu put rocks on the softie's eyes, so he can't see where we took him. It took it.
What about the other softies?
What other softies?
The ones who did this to him?
I didn't see any other softies.
So mind melding the images of kind of the angular pale faces flash up before all of you.
They, like all creatures on this earth, shall become nourishment for future Myconid colonies. Their destiny is to die and become nutrition for us all.
Yes. Living people eat dead mushrooms. Living mushrooms eat dead people. As is the way of the world.
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 The world.
The world.
Still, does not address what we will do now. How do we keep these softies out? How do we protect the cards? How do we protect the grove?
Perhaps the soft ones can be used as allies in the Great War.
Soft ones are not to be trusted. I have seen their cities. Traveled with Lumina, and likely she has gone with them.
Just mention.
But he's not dead yet. We can't mulch something that's not dead.
It will be soon.
Oh, but when? I'm hungry.
Do the visions that were shared with us of the soft ones, does it match any of the match of the humanoid in the locket? And the sort of
Given your limited experience, you would deduce that these are different species of softies. The features are different. The color of the skin is a much more kind of bluey gray. Features are angular. of the softies in the vision.
Have any of us ever seen softies before?
You may have done from a distance. An elder moss kind of once 12 moons ago. I was just little spoiling. We hid from similar softies. I think I saw them from afar. All not as tall as some, but taller than the other softies. They
Why do we
wore
watch him and then hide?
they wore black metal armor. They yelled and they chopped down trees.
What's metal?
What did they do with the sticks
This-
that they took
I-
from the trees?
Points to the locket. I don't know. Points to the locket. This is metal.
Jamie,
What is it?
Metal? It is but the heart of a stone.
Yes, the heart of stone. The gift from Myco Sire.
oh, metal. Jamie,
Yes.
what does the softie look like that we've dragged back to the town? Do they look
Oh.
anything like the metal wearing?
No.
Creatures
For
of
all of
the-
you, just if you could tell what it was, it is a human man, around 6 foot tall, pale skin, short brown hair, wearing an oversized green adventure wear jacket, dark trousers, kind of knee-high boots. Very much these are tattered clothing, and around his neck, kind of that was presumably maybe once used to hide the locket, but is no longer, is an orange scarf with white polka dots on it.
Okay, Jamie, but the critical question as to whether we save him or not, is he hot?
Is he hot?
In like a slightly exhausted, rundown,
Okay, we like that. Let's go.
Legolas.
Run down Legolas, my word. Oof.
Legolas is not a human, my friend.
Tired as
No.
sexy.
Defenseless Orlando Bloom, then.
The defenseless Orlando Bloom.
Bloom and Pirates of the Will Turner.
Yeah. You best start believing in Mushroom Story.
I start believing in softies.
It's-
Well, I can put sticks around the colony. I can build a palisade.
Yes, we could see to our defenses. And at this point, Funko Mentor, we could heal him and ask him, and then he could not leave.
Or we could mulch him.
Eventually, we'll mulch him anyway.
Okay.
But why would we expend our resources to heal him when we can just consume him?
Then we will not know if we need to defend ourselves or what is coming. But who brought him? It is your decision. And they all nod in agreement.
I want to know about the birds.
I think we should mulch him.
The Myconids have the freedom to make a choice.
Yep.
Yes.
They're all individuals.
Okay.
I must raise a query. A query.
Elder Moss. Yes, young one.
Many of us among us here refer to it as him. What is this him? Is there but more than the one gender?
You all ponder for a second. In fact, you
There
have
is-
been referring it to it as him, but
There
it,
is only
it should have been an
one.
it at this point.
I think there is one gender.
Yes, there is only one gender, and it is soft.
And is the pronoun of the soft is him.
It.
Everything's an it.
True.
What's gender?
What is gender?
It's a good question, my friend.
It sounds
I don't
delicious.
think the human would be able to tell you.
Gender is a construct of society to keep us in
And,
line.
Construct, it is both immune to the poison condition.
What is society?
Too many mushrooms. Too many drugs. Too many drugs.
Man, what was in these things?
And all the boss is like, I've come up with a new idea. It's called money. It's gonna lead to no problems.
Oh god. We invented economy. Capitalism.
Oh my god.
It's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
The stars have shown us the way. They
You
have
can get
overseen societies from the dawn
dwarven
of time.
toilets.
Mushrooms don't need this.
Mushrooms can have dwarven toilets. They love them.
Mushrooms are scared of dwarves.
Are they scared of,
Mithril.
are they scared of toilets?
It is simple.
No.
We mulch. We don't
To-
mulch.
To mulch
Heal?
or not to mulch?
We don't heal. We investigate. The other softies. Or what about the flower?
Can I report spores again, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay, I report spores and I think in my mind a question. And that question is a very important question. And he hears the voice of Igni, and the voice of Igni says, "What do you know about the birds?"
To mulch or not to mulch?
Make a persuasion check, actually.
Come on! Come on! Oh my god, I went through so many emotions. It was a 7, then it was a 12, then it was a 3, and now it's a 17.
Okay. There's like the stirring of consciousness, and beyond the name, you hear it say, Alara. Alara always hated the birds.
When are they gonna attack? What are their battle plans?
Attack without warning.
Do they have sticks with bird bits?
Sorry, 2 seconds. I have forgotten what I have named this.
And what
Oh, yeah,
extreme
they-
danger.
They look for. They want the starlets. Yes, they have.
I don't know what it means. What do you know about the birds' attacks? Are they coming? Are we in danger?
Oh, danger.
Too bad or not too bad? We will not know.
Okay. Oh, I have one last question. Do you make good mulch?
There's no response. It kind of goes back to the feverish before.
Damn.
Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, you all get that experience.
We have a human body, and the issue at hand is whether we consume it or heal it.
Yes.
Okay.
The Discord.
We know. I mean, even 10 intelligence mushrooms know that we shouldn't eat it because
It's undead.
the Rumu is sick.
That's true. So we cannot
Oh,
eat it.
that's true.
So we
we must
literally
remove
can't
poison.
eat it. Yeah.
Oh, we can't eat it.
No, we must heal it.
We must heal it from the poison, and then we may eat it.
Exactly.
Okay, I changed my vote in that case.
Remove Elixir's lips.
Let's heal
Yeah.
it.
Very well decided. Mentor, please see normal. It's greener than usual. And the softy. Goaltender says, thank you. I will take them both away, and kind of scoops you both up. Come with me. Kind of goes off and lays it down on what may be considered within the circle of healers. And you see him kind of sit down and begin to kind of wash over, and spores kind of change color and go between each of you. And Ruru, you feel healed. You are no longer poisoned.
Woohoo.
And after some time, you all kind of sit and enumerate on this, you'll be called back. And looking a little panicked, I'm not sure what to do with Fungal Mender, Shadowcap, Eldermoss, and Myla beside him, and all of you joining as well. And he looks up at this 20-foot tall behemoth. And he goes, in your mind like, oh my god, I'm dead. I must be dead. I must be dead.
Do we understand this?
Yes, you all have replacements, so you hear all of this in your mind as clear as day.
Okay.
We are all being stretched all the time in the vast reaches of space.
You speak with Rumo?
Did you give him back his locket, or has Boink still got it?
It's shiny. Of course he still has it. Surely.
Boink still got it. Okay. It kind of, he doesn't seem to have noticed it's missing at this point, but he's... You can tell which one of you is speaking this. What are you?
What are you? What is your agenda? And what is your gender?
Why do you taste bad?
I'm glad I don't taste good. My name is Cedric.
Cedric,
Oh,
Agenda-
it's a Cedric.
I don't know what you mean. I'm human.
Hugh.
It's
Man.
Sophie.
Cedric,
Cedric
Are all
man.
the fleshlings known as Cedrics?
No.
A Cedric by any other name would still be as sweet.
Oh.
I thought you said I didn't taste good. Sorry, I'm still getting over the poison. Where are they? They're not here, are they?
Who?
The
Abaddon,
birds.
Abaddon's
The
agent.
birds.
The
Tell us
birds.
what you know about the birds.
Oh, the birds.
Abaddon's birds.
Ravens.
Ravens.
the ravenous ones.
With the danger sticks.
The
Oh,
one
you-
with the,
Danger.
I do
the
know them.
mouth
Yes,
knives.
they attacked me and my compatriots. I don't know where they are. I lost them.
Do the birds know where we are? Are they coming?
No, I don't know. They attacked us out of nowhere, and I just ran and ran and
I
ran.
know it. The birds attacked him.
Oh
Yeah, Abaddon's ravens. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
no! Oh, it's the birds!
Scrunkle has been intently watching the human as he's talking, and he kind of like slowly walks over to the human and says,
Peering upwards.
"Everything is going to be okay, little Cedric." And Scrunkle looks over to Fufu and says, "And we keep it?" And he has the expression, not that you can see it, but in his eyes, you can see the faint glow of his eyes. It almost looks like someone who is looking at a very cute puppy.
Fufu ponders. I had planned to consume it and use it to nourish our children, but it can become a child in a manner. Yes, we may keep it. What will we feed it, though? It does not eat its ancestors, as we...
Why not?
It is a good question. Softy, why do you not eat your ancestors?
Because that's awful.
They must be so full of nutrient.
Perhaps its culture
I'm sorry. It's very.
is to devour a culture of sorts.
Devour's culture.
Look, if the ravens are on their way, we're not safe.
You will be safe in Skrunkle. He is safety.
What's Skrunkle?
Skrunkle.
Skrunkle.
I'm not sure I want to be inside Skrunkle.
You will be soon.
It smells like death in there, by the way.
Fufu just like reaches out
delicious.
his mitten up to the human's mouth and goes, "Ash," and just places his mitten on the lips. Soon.
I need to find my friends. I need to find out what's happened. I need to find the starlight crystal. I need.
Stars. We have been the stars. We have seen the great mysteries of the stars and collapsed in on ourselves in an instant. We have been everything and yet nothing. And yet we still are. Until we will cease to be.
I've never really been much fun for astrology, but I'm talking about it's a black crystal with pinpricks of light shining out of it. That when you move it, it reflects the constellation of the sky above you. Have you seen anything like this?
It reflects
Romo has not eaten one of these.
the sky?
You need
Points up
Going-
like through the canopy.
Going, finder of things. Have you found this thing? Goink.
Going?
Mm-hmm.
Did you find the sky?
And he looks up. He just goes, boink!
The softy is looking for a thing that reflects the sky.
Do I see the thingy on? Did I notice Goink taking the? Was it the locket?
Yeah, you all did because the starlight petal was from it that was eaten.
Oh.
What do you speak of?
Oh. Is it that? She's gonna point at Goink. I don't know where he put the little locket. Is he wearing it?
He's probably, yeah, kind of like wearing like a sash because Goink's actually very small. So one of Goink's eyes, just to see where it is, just goes down his body and just peers at it, and then collects it and brings it back up, drops it down onto his tongue, and walks forward and hands it with his tongue.
Hey, that's mine. Could I please have it back? It's very important to me.
What is yours? What is mine? Things are things. They're found or they're lost. No bodies ever.
I just. Can I please have it back?
Goink goes, hold this, and he just passes it.
Thank you. And he kind of like seemed like cluster a little bit and looks in and looks at the flower a little bit confused about it missing a petal. I think it's probably better of asking and snaps it shut. I kind of look back at all of you and says, what are you going to do with me?
You belong to Skunkle now, and myself.
Can you tell us about birds and softies?
I mean, what do you want to know?
Oh, what do softies? What are
What are those?
have you ever
What are those?
Have you ever had a dream where you like?
That's what I was going for.
Strong fungi.
So much you could do anything.
We have no idea what we want. Mushroom.
What's a softie?
Eldermoss steps in. I think at this time we have a few options before us. We could perform the dream walk ceremony. Hushed tones. Boom. To understand what is happening in the forest. At this point, Myla Sporelight comes up. Actually, I think that's a silly idea. Clearly, this softie is fine now, and we should have a festival. Everybody's spirits have been lifting, and we should dance, and then the answers will become clear to us. Fungalmenta steps in. This softie needs the help, the visions. We must gather herbs, feed them to it, until it knows what its purpose is. Or Shadow, at this point, and Shadowcat says, I too have an idea. As leader of the Circle of Seers, I will predict the future. I will go into a trance and find out what we need. Who will join me in this venture?
For the last 5 minutes, Ignea's run about the colony screaming, the birds are attacking, the birds are attacking.
Everyone's gone at, like, at this point, you notice that some of the Myconids have kind of run out, some are hiding, others have begun, like, reanimating your various small guardians. You get, like, these hulking bears and, like, saber-toothed tigers and creatures just beginning to, like, come to life and animate and walk around the village.
Oh my god.
I'm going to distress spoil the whole village.
Yeah, the whole village is on edge.
Oh no! I'm also gonna release distress spores because now I'm panicked.
As everyone
Edric-
is flailing around, Scrunkle is gonna look to Fufu and also to Rumu, who is maybe still underneath his great uncle's skin, and say, I choose the festival.
I would like to dance, as the future and the past are meaningless in this kind of time. Let us be merry and together.
Okay. So, I will need, if that's what you as a group are doing, as the rest of you are running around flailing, so the 3 people, I'm going to assume Rumu's down with this. If you wish to participate, if you wish to convince the other villagers to stop the attack, to stop worrying about the imminent bird attack and join in the festivals, I'm going to need persuasion rolls from the 3 of you.
We
Yeah,
are
sure.
partying to fix their disquieted hearts.
Do I have any? What's my modifier
A
for
minus
persuasion?
on charisma.
Yeah, you guys have a -1 on charisma, right?
In that case,
no, it's
that
a
is
-2.
-2 on charisma.
okay. Then I rolled a 10. I have
I
10.
rolled a 3.
You know, I actually genuinely also rolled a 3. We're like soulmates.
The village heeds no warning as you and Minus Polite attempt to convince the others join in. The rest of you are marshalling the village's defenses. The Spore Guardians are shambling.
Birds are
Everyone is
attacking.
hiding.
They're called Ravons.
The
They've
side.
got
The rest of you,
sticks.
the rest of you, unsure about the others. Instead, you are going to dance like no one is watching, because nobody is. Could you please roll either dexterity or charisma checks to see about your dancing?
I rolled an 18. What's my modifier? On
Whatever
Dex.
you
Dex.
Zero,
What's my
zero,
Dex?
zero.
Okay, then 18.
I rolled a 16.
I rolled
Despite-
an 18 too. It's the
Despite how he
hindsight.
looks, Rimu manages to kind of spin in quite a mesmerizing way with his arms out, kind of
Is he a
like
dreidel?
there's a little bit of multi, yeah, like almost like a dreidel, and he's kind of like spinning around. kind of doing these kind of low chants
I think what
as he spins.
Fufu has is like this really like shapely body. He's got some hips on him.
Shakira the mushroom.
I think how he dances is he does a little shift from side to side, and his little hips are going back and forth, and he's living life.
So,
This is beautiful music.
it is the most impressive boar mushroom festival that has ever been seen.
Can I just get a quick thought of what the fuck
Shaking.
the softie thinks right now?
Getting down. Cedric is looking horrified. There is resignation and acceptance. He seems to just be clutching his amulet, the locket close to his chest, and is utterly confused by what is going on. And your sheer height and veracity begins to shake the forest a little bit. And the rest of you, I'm going to need perception checks from all those who are not currently dancing as the exuberant festivities ripple out across the forest.
Okay, but I have a question. Why can I not roll perception if I'm dancing? Because I can.
Pay attention.
Not the way you guys are dancing.
You're dancing like nobody's watching.
I rolled an
guess-
18 again.
I guess if Fufu rolls an 18, my eyes are only. Right.
She's having the time of her
At
life.
18, what about the others?
Well, actually, it's a 19 with my modifier, so. Whoosh.
10.
It's a big old 15.
Mid.
Okay. You guys, as you notice, you prepare for the bird attack and you see the ripples of shimmering light pushed out by Fufu, Skrunkle, Rumu, and Myla as the energetic dance, and you think this is great. This is going to scare the birds away. Except, all of you notice there is a singular figure who seems to be off in the distance. You sense there is footsteps. Stop. Look at the lights and the swaying mushroom skyscraper, and slowly begin to walk towards the village. Now, these aren't birds. Birds fly. Something is approaching the village.
Oh, sh.
Wait, guys, there's something approaching the village.
Keep
dancing!
My panic is starting to look like a rapid dance. I'm like the Toad gif.
Please.
A tall, slender, heavily armored, wearing metal, drow.
Oh no.
Run away.
Hey, don't be racist. It could be a good one.
Appears walking towards the village, not armed, not with weapons, walking slowly, trying to keep to the shadows, but with those perception rolls and your innate ability to get exposed, seemingly isn't. Is walking towards you. What do you guys do?
We continue spinning, I guess. I don't know.
We're dancing, right? We don't know. We're not rolling perception as dancers. We're in our lane. Moisturized.
What are we dancing for again? Are we trying
As
to do a
he
ritual?
spots you off in the distance, you see him bow greatly and says, "O great ones of the forest, I wish to speak with you and your leaders."
First, you must dance.
Dance with us.
What do the non-crazy Mike? Igni?
I'll run the fuck away.
Okay. Goink.
I'm running and hiding.
Goink is behind a rock or something of sorts, peering in with both his eyes now vertically above one another around the side of the rock.
An odd request. one I shall oblige. And the drow strides forward and will roll.
Yes.
I can't believe this. This
using my
can't be
new
what you
fancy
imagined for this
Lord
session.
of the Rings dice.
This bro is he's from Abaddon's Empire, yeah?
Yep.
Scary place? Sick, love him.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
favourite
no.
NPC. We can't kill him, guys.
As he spins forward, all of you roll perception checks.
Okay.
A 2, which
I
I
got
think
4.
is -2, is it not? So it's 0.
14.
6.
12.
Another 15.
15. Two of you, Polly and Igni, you notice as he runs forward, Cedric, immediately noticing him, seems to get up, and a flick of his hand, Cedric snaps. Like, his arm snaps to his side, and he just falls over and remains motionless.
Oh no,
And-
Softy!
The
Your
drow
bed is
drow
malfunctioning,
continues
my
to
love.
all of you.
Wait, what does the drow do?
He's just
Continue to
dancing.
dance with all of you.
Oh, the
That's what
drow's
seems to
dancing
work.
with us.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not great. He's wearing armor. Didn't roll very well, but is trying.
He's
I feel
vibing
like-
with us.
A bad human dance is a good Myconid dance.
Quite
Yeah.
possibly. Especially a bad drow dance.
You are
After
welcome,
some
soft
time.
one.
Okay, sorry. What did Rumi say? Sorry?
That's all. Just, you are welcome, soft one.
It's an honor. I am sure. Continues to dance. Eventually, the festivities die down. The bioluminescent thing, Cedric yet not moved. And you're all calm, exhausted from the day's festivities and dancing and the excitement of the day and successfully seeing off a bird attack.
We have
Brother.
danced the birds away.
I can't believe I'm gonna say, but I think our dancing worked to scare the birds away.
We have danced them away. Yes.
Because if they don't dance, they ain't no friends of mine.
But this Softy, this is a friend of mine.
Which one,
The
Cedric
one-
or
He
Wait.
indicates to the drow.
No, the
dancing
drow.
Metal.
The metal Softy.
whether it stops? Ah, welcome. You are the second of your kind to find the village in one day. Most vicious occasion. Well, I suppose that solves many problems, but there's still the question of what to do with him. I look over to Cedric.
Is that the Skunkle's pet? And mine, for what Skunkle's is mine.
Is the softy dead?
No. If you go over and inspect him, you see his eyes frantically moving from side to side, but it seems incapable of moving his body.
One could say he might be held.
We must nourish him.
Can I go and rapport with the other softy?
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
You need to get rid of him. You need to get him out of here.
Oh, I meant the drow.
Oh, the drow. Sorry. Fine. What do you say to the drow?
Okay.
Are you a refugee from the bird attacks?
The bird attacks. No, no. Which kind? There are no birds where I'm from.
Oh, you come from a blessed place. No birds.
The promised land. What is the promised land?
You must tell
Where?
us how you do not have any birds.
Well, they have nothing to eat.
But what do you eat?
Things, plants, creatures.
We...
Same as you, just mine are a bit fresher, I think. Look over at them decomposing stuff in the village.
Oh, that doesn't sound very tasty.
Do you eat them while they are still alive?
sometimes.
Your constitution is unflappable, my friend.
What? You can eat things that are alive?
This seems terribly efficient.
I must admit this was a surprising detour, but I require only something from this one.
Have you got to mulch?
No, merely something of his possession.
No.
My lord
Really?
requires.
Cedric is ours.
You may have it.
No. He's ours.
Just no, I don't want him anymore. It's an unnecessary contrarian.
At this point, he's going to walk over to Cedric.
No.
Why would any of us stop him?
There's a very small sprawling Myconid who seems to have sat on Cedric's chest.
As they all do when they're about to be fed.
Skrunkle asked if we could keep him. So as long as we may keep him afterward, I see no problem. But you must know that you are in the presence of the stick. The stick, Myconid.
The danger stick.
And Skrunkle makes skin clothes. You must know we are accomplished in this colony. We wear the skins of the dead. And I place sticks. So please know that when you approach our pet, do not do it lightly. Huh?
Skrunkle made this dress for me. Polly will spin back and forth.
I would never dream of upsetting or offending any. I merely require, and he holds the locket in his hand, and you see him snap the chain. I merely require this. You see Cedric is like straining his eyeballs.
Ah.
No. Polly's gonna put her big hand on top of the drow's head.
Okay, but with what kind of action?
Just slowly kind of poop. Because she's
Silly
11
boy.
foot tall. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
I
she's
know. I'm
tall.
wondering what you're doing. Like, are you like squishing or are you patting?
I'm just saying no. Just gently putting my hand on top
You know
of
when
his
like
head.
a cat reaches its paw out and it just puts its paw on you?
Yeah, it's like a warning, but without any kind of threat or imminent malice behind it.
I've just placed a paw on you.
No.
Wait, DM, can I ask for some clarification
And
first?
with the yes, sorry, yes.
Where did the drow take the locket from? Because I thought,
You gave it back to Cedric.
oh, we did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, good.
So, like, is it around his neck then?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not
I would
anymore.
I would also
Drows-
like to do something, but you finish your interaction.
No, that's fine. I would say that you might want to do something before this interaction is about to take place.
Okay. As Polly is putting her hand or its hand on the drow, Skrunkle is gonna stop the drow from pulling the necklace off. In a non-threatening way. I don't know how a 2-story mushroom can be non-threatening, but he puts his hand, in front of Cedric and between Cedric and the drow, and says, "You must not remove our thing. That this belongs to us now, and you can't take parts off him. He is not yet deceased."
Make an insight check. That's wisdom.
Someone got those whiz stats up.
Yeah, we all doing
It's
is
plus
like
one.
But if this drow is trying to lie, right?
16.
That must be
yeah.
quite hard to lie.
Oh, they're not
in
lying.
thought. Oh,
Not
okay.
lying. So, sorry, what was your roll?
I rolled a 19.
Okay. Squinting down as you are,
Which, by the way, is a dirty 20.
this drow has been sickly sweet so far. Your tiny moment of not even defiance, but just no. For the briefest of seconds, the facade completely drops, and there is raw hatred and anger on that face that you catch before the counterfeit is reconstructed. And he smiles. As you wish.
Rumi
guess
wants to
Scrunkle
eat
just-
it. Go ahead. What did you say?
No, I guess Scrunkle just gently goes to pat Cedric's chest with the locket on and probably knocks him over.
I mean, he can't move, so you bat him around.
To clarify, Cedric is hold personed by the drow or is it pacifying spores by one of us?
The drow's done something to him.
The drows. Something.
Although I do not think he would be alive much longer because he's broken and not moving. So, if you stick around, I think perhaps you may have his skin or his funny metal, if that is what you wish.
No, not his skin.
But
That's mine.
Not
no,
his skin
but
we will wear. That
but-
is.
Rumu wants to eat the metal. 'Cause
Oh.
No, metal taste. Wrong. Bad. Only soft.
oh, but I saw you lick rock, and metal is in the heart of rock.
You know the parrot that like taps its beaks on stuff and then goes glass, rock, metal.
Metal.
That's just what Husky's playing.
Oh God,
I
he's
mean,
a hidden
yeah.
bird.
He more like,
Glass.
yeah, he more just like identifies things with his tongue than he does like explicitly just eat it straight away.
He just licks stuff.
Yeah, he licks stuff. He's not got very big arms or hands, you know. His prime sensory organ. That's how he sees the world through his tongue.
Oh my gosh. How did you find our home? She asks the drow.
I followed the dancing lights.
What?
Curious to what the Morphean Woods would reveal to me.
What dancing lights?
They shimmered all around. In this
Uh,
part of the world, twinkling lights could often lead you to your doom or exactly what you were looking for.
Oh.
Have any of you seen a curious rock? Smooth obsidian in color, glinting gold inside, move around.
Does it reflect in the light of the sky?
You have seen it,
No.
but you've heard of it.
Yes.
Good. It is
Igloo
merely
points
what
at-
I am looking for,
He do points at Cedric.
and what he is looking for.
Well, Goink is the finder of things. So if you need a thing to be found, you must ask Goink.
Have you found it, Goink?
I find things, but they come to me, and then they're found.
A useful skill, I'm sure.
Yeah, I find many things. Not always sticks, mostly stones. Sometimes insects of ill renown.
So I am trying to find this thing. But you have not found it, and that locket will give me a clue.
Do you want to stand in our mulch pit?
I have enjoyed dancing with you immensely, but I do not benefit from a mulch pit.
But it tastes
must-
good.
You must be hungry.
It eats the living, not the dead. It cannot have the mulch.
One who does not mulch cannot be trusted.
It does not mulch.
Why won't he
No.
mulch?
It has a different constitution to the rest of us. It is a softie.
Is this true?
That's-
Those of you... I will say, those of you who are in any way suspicious of this creature can roll a perception check.
Yeah, he won't mulch with us.
This is fine.
Oh no!
I got a 17.
I rolled a 4, so it's a 5 total.
8.
Never trust a non-mulcher.
Only Igni.
14.
Only Igni. He has been gliding during the conversation, ever so slightly closer and closer to Cedric.
Gliding.
Sliding.
Sliding. What does that mean?
I mean, he's been attempting to shuffle while
Oh.
talking without you noticing.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. What does he say?
Oh, this is during the conversation.
Yeah, what does he say about not mulching, though?
It's not the way we eat.
If you are looking for a clue in the locket, we did look inside, and in fact, there was a bit of flower that told us about the secrets of the cosmos. And now we are all awakened to the way of things.
Do you understand?
You should eat
I
the
too wish to
flower.
be awakened.
Ah, yes, I understand. He has danced. He is a friend. Would you
Once
like to
upon a-
partake in the flower?
Once
Eat
upon
the
a time, there
flower.
were 12 gods.
Eat the flower.
But one of the gods is lost. Lost forever.
If they are lost, they can be found.
We must find the lost god.
We float through the sky on an astral sea of nebulas, a flat world, and an ocean of emptiness. I don't know where that came from.
Jamie, are you? Is it because we're making memes about your world?
Hey,
Purpose is the world. For why has it been made?
okay, so
What in
upon
the
realizing the
plan?
whole universe, you actually realize that the deep lore of the world is no. Says, you will allow me to try the flower?
Eat the flower.
Eat the flower.
And then you will mulch with us.
Mulch with us.
Mulch with us.
Mulch with
Um,
us.
It reaches down, touches the locket, picks it up. Is your hand still on him? Polly.
Yes, on his head. I'm
Tired
looming
of the charade.
What?
Tired of the charade. He draws his sword, immediately cuts 4 of your fingers off, and steps through a purple door and vanishes.
Ow!
You have lost your bits?
My nubs!
Why has he taken your nubbins?
I don't know. He didn't even eat them.
We must. He bends down and picks up the 4 nubbins and gives one to Polly, one to Scrunkle, one to Rumu. Keeps one from himself. We must know where's them.
I'm gonna eat it.
And he places one in like the center of his like resplendent little bell hat, and there is a 7 nubbin upon his head now.
As I eat my
Ruru
little
also wears the nubbin on his head.
as I eat my little nubbin finger that's been chopped off, one of my little fingers grows back.
Okay. Cedric snaps back. You see him. He pushes this Myconid off. Why did you do this?
What?
What?
Why on? Shit. Shit.
What is the problem? Why are you so stressed? You must dance with us.
He's gonna use it. He's gonna find the crystal. He's gonna give it to Abaddon. You've done. Shit! And Cedric like jumps up and starts running. Like, do you guys do
the
anything?
context for this.
Yeah.
What we've just done.
That's fine. He just
It
starts
doesn't
running.
matter.
If any of you want to stop him, stop him.
Wait! Come back!
They are so fast.
Where are you going?
Scrunkle just like slowly walks after him.
It is living, our pet.
What? But I wanted to be friends. Polly's
I'll move
gonna
my
slowly
20 feet.
lumber after him as well.
Yeah, with my 20 feet of movement, I will.
You are all slower than him somehow.
Strive, I'll walk with my straight little legs.
How is
Somehow,
Scrunkle slower
yeah.
than him?
Well, we've only got 20 foot of movement per turn.
We don't move
Very
fast.
small gait.
Yeah.
And even if you're big, you just kind of move slow.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like this entire one shot is really different because of an arbitrary how tall are we all question.
That's honestly at the vibe of every fucking like D&D that we do.
Elder Moss kind of nods and says, I do not feel they will be back. And we, the Grove, Cards, we are safe. We have all done well on this day.
Yay!
Zoom festivities!
I wish to dance, but I want you to be happy, Skunkle.
We didn't get the mulch, either of them.
Rumu starts like and resumes spinning again. This time with the nubbin on his head.
And that rather inauspicious end.
Wait.
The rider consequences of what the hell you have done by allowing the
Wait.
drow from Abaddon's empire to get hold of the star petal, to potentially find the starlight crystal, and the
I'm sure it's not fun.
ramifications for the rider world. We leave the Luminous Grove, the dancing Myconids, the small Myconid pushed aside, the 20-foot towering running, and for our weirdest one shot yet.
Okay, I feel like this might be a bit on you, yeah? Because you're like, okay, players, okay, you're gonna play little mushroom guys. By the way, here's a really important world-affecting artifact.
You have no concept of it, of the world, of priorities.
Look, the drow getting the Starlight Crystal was always a possibility. You just went around it in a way I didn't expect. I didn't think I needed to be like, they find the grove because you guys go dancing. Very well.
I do also want to partly blame the music. Like, the music was so great, but it definitely didn't add any sort of feeling of urgency or seriousness.
But I mean, I
I
feel
can
like
assure you the music
did-
was
it did.
chosen
It was beautiful.
post-decision.
It was beautiful. It was great. I loved it.
Abaddon's
It was like, it just felt like, as I said, like, yeah,
I feel like
Abaddon's
this is
evil.
how
Korok Village.
Abaddon's evil, pandemonium-aligned empire shall greatly benefit in the campaign and
How
influence
the fuck were
Nintendo.
we supposed to know about that? We are mushrooms.
Ask
That's
Cedric.
a matter.
Why would we speak to a softie? We don't trust them. We eat them.
They
How
taste
are we
bad.
supposed to understand a softie?
They die. They
Softy,
become
so good.
a little softer.
Jamie, I don't think you appreciate. We are plants, my friend. Okay. There was a Mariana Trench of difference between us and him.
we're not.
Also,
Why are we gonna
Right,
get
just-
involved in someone else's business?
Just so
Yeah,
you
for
know,
real.
if any of
They're
if any of you are playing anything other than like a humanoid character next campaign, I'm banning it right now. However many discussions have been had, you'll be rolling.
Oh my god.
Damn, I was looking forward to playing the news.
Little little guys. They like
I thought
they like have fungal servants, like dead people. They
Yeah,
like,
they're
walk
like,
the world and devour. They were like spooky.
and they just like live in one eternal commune where everyone knows everything and no one owns anything.
I guess they're very like what do you call it? Like reincarnation-esque. You know, like one life ends, another begins.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching what has given you no great information about and we all look forward to visiting here, where I'm apparently going to need to play mushrooms that periodically realize that they are nothing but dust in the grand cosmos and react to negative situations by half of them defending and the other half dancing.
That's
It is
spot
fiction.
on.
Oh my god.
So next week we're playing a real campaign with real characters.
This will be such a jarring tone.
I know.
I'm going to be honest, if you have enjoyed this session, don't watch next.
I think we needed to get this out of our system. No?
I feel kind of bad for Harpscorp because they probably like looked at our old videos. They're like, oh yeah, this is like a serious D&D group, and then we gave them this.
I think we should redo it. All of your bonds and flaws are going to be decided by Harpsichord that we have purchased as an apology.
Oh god, yeah.
Sorry,
Oh my
I'm so
God.
sorry about the shit show last week. We'll play properly next week.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, thank you very much. There are consequences. I hope everybody had fun, at least, being hired as the mushrooms. And there are some consequences to the world that may or may not be evident immediately out of each of these. Thank you for building my world for me, kind
Is
of.
that... Wait. That drow.
Yeah.
Was he hot?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Jamie,
And Cedric was
Oh,
hot. Ooh, enemies to
Love
lovers plotline.
Oh.
general question: have any of the one-shots made the world better? Because I feel like at the end of all the one-shots, you've ended it with like, and now we've got dramatic consequences for our characters.
Every
Like,
single
you
one shot
You
has
gave,
led to a
you gave
big
the
bad.
fist of
No,
pain
no.
to the big bad in Clue's one shot. You like let someone survive in my one shot, and then Clue and Erin's characters decide to join the Ascended God. Then in Eski's one shot, then the like team up of like evil betrayer Furbolgs
And
decided to go off.
Neighbor.
And then this one, we've given some artifact again for the second time in this campaign
To an evil entity, yeah.
to an evil entity.
So
We're
I
just
feel
running
like
on tactician mode.
so the Vasala one definitely made the world worse in ways that I wasn't fully expecting. I would say the Weaver's one is a bit neutral because people survived who shouldn't, who are on the good side, and people survived who shouldn't, who are on the bad side.
No, neutral guys is fine.
I will say that the herbal one went broadly to plan, and it's not too bad relatively. And this one, the world is worse.
Abaddon, he sounds fine, actually.
Abaddon, sure.
I mean, thinking back on campaign 1, like, we probably spent a good year and a half making the world worse, and then only as we were like, shit, we gotta wrap this campaign up, we started actually making it a little bit better towards the end.
We've not even started the campaign and we've already fucked up.
Hey, everyone loves an underdog, right? We're starting on the back foot.
So I've actually realized I need to remake the world.
Oh gosh.
Oh, reset.
I hope Luke and Si's one shot to a whole bunch of good decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Luke and Size one shots will be sporadically sprinkled in, especially when it's become appropriate. I know we missed a few, and we'll also be doing community one shots, which may impact the world. Certainly will,
Ooh.
and yeah, all of that. So I know we'll be posting about it, but you guys watching, as well as others, can have the opportunity to fuck the world up as much as the party. Apparently.
That will be very interesting.
Oh, yeah, the community can ruin our world as well as us.
I'm actually really looking forward to that. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Are
So
you posting that in the Discord soon, yeah?
I think we've got plans around it, but yes.
yes.
Ooh. And I'm going to go off onto our Twitter and post another character. 'Cause that is on my schedule.
Ooh, exciting.
At this point, I'm just going to run a one-shot in every part of the world, and I don't need to actually plan anything. You guys can just do it for me.
You're like a really chaotic, stupid chat GPT.
Chaotic stupid, that is my alignment.
Well, guys, I'm very excited about next week.
Me too.
About damn time.
Finally, when did we start talking about campaign 2?
I remember you saying, "Oh, we'll probably do it after your wedding." That was in like March 2022.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
were
funny.
aiming to start a year ago, so we're a year late. But that's fine.
Better late than never.
I'm so excited.
Campaign 2. I'm so excited. It's gonna be good.
A week to reset our brains after this.
Yes.
Serious.
After
next
being
week.
I'm never
not
telling.
serious.
I'm never telling any of you you're high again. It's just it's not.
I don't think we needed to be told. I feel like, oh, by the way, the Myconids were all drawn by Erin, and I feel like
Yeah.
we did the best job setting the tone for the kind of weird little guys that we were gonna become. I think the art unlocked a little bit of weirdness in us that we would not have been able to access otherwise. So thank you for that, Erin. It's your fault.
Thank
I would have
you
been
so much.
completely different if I didn't look like that.
Well, thank you everyone for breathing life
Loved
into
it.
these characters. I had a lot of fun designing them. A little bit of background information of how I did it. I actually researched mushrooms that exist in D&D 5e that were mentioned in Out of the Abyss and other sources. And then based on the descriptions that were provided in the books, I then looked up real-world mushrooms that match those descriptions and then designed characters kind of inspired by those mushrooms. So I'll maybe share a little bit of information about the design process on our social channels if anyone's interested. But yeah, it was really fun drawing them, and I'm so attached to all of them now that I can like imagine your guys' personalities and voices attached to them too. So thanks for bringing my characters to life and making them your characters too.
Thank you, Lauren.
But yeah,
I
is that
think
us
that's
until next
everything
week?
from me, and that's everything from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it.
See you next week. Tell all
Next
your
week.
friends.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, about it. Bye.
Thank you.
Yo, shout out the sponsors,
Thank
man.
you, Heartscorp. Thank you,
Thank you,
Heartscorp. You're back.
Heartscorp.
Whoa, look at this bag.
Yeah,
Sick.
big time.
And
I
see
died
That's
you
our will
guys
be there.
next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.